Hey guys, and welcome to another video of my Commando series for Fallout 4. In this episode, we are going to be following Dogmeat to find Kellog. I'm now level 41, and I've got all the perks and skills that I thought it would be necessary for me to have to complete the playthrough. I've decided, after running some railroad missions, to align myself with the Brotherhood of Steel. I have, you know, kind of done my due diligence here. I've got a nice home base at Red Rocket, complete with settlers. That will be done in an episode coming up, as well as showcasing some of the new workshop DLC items. The manufacturing stuff is really cool, and I am really looking forward to getting very deep with that. Not with this character. I've got another guy on the back burner who is. Oh, there's a rare enemy here, the albino red slave. But I digress. The workshop stuff is very neat, but I want to get into that with one of my other characters who is more of a crafting, scrapper kind of guy, kind of more or less a tinkerer build. Um, it took me a long time to get to this point. I was doing a lot of the Radiant quests so I could continue to build the strengths of this character, which are pretty much your general combat stats with a heavy mix of stealth thrown in. I've also got a very nice little legendary right here. Thank God for this combat shoddy. And it's legendary that doesn't drop anything. Anyway, we'll only kill these fucking morals. Come on. Get him down. Molrads, man, what do we do? But I also have this really cool shish kebab, which is a flaming sword if you're not already if you're not familiar with it already. It does 10% more damage per hit. It's, I believe, it is called the Furious, is the legendary annotation with it. But it's not that strong, and as soon as I can find a more medium speed or fast speed weapon outside my combat knife that can do a little bit heavier damage per swing or swings a little bit faster, for instance, a Chinese officer's sword or what have you, I will be using that instead. But for the time being, this does really well to take care of low-level enemies that are otherwise too strong for my combat knife. And it also preserves ammo, which, even though this is not a hardcore playthrough, it is something that I like to try to keep an eye on. But, so we're following Dogmeat here. Kind of trying to find Kellog. Kellog is, spoiler alert, if you haven't played the main game, it's the guy that killed your wife and kidnapped your son. So he's a dastardly bastard, and one that needs to die relatively quickly.
Bloody bandages. Dogmeat can track this.
You can take him on very early in the game. I personally have done it.
Okay,
the
boy,
first ever playthrough I did, I stuck very close to the storyline and managed to attack him at like level 10 or level 15. And I promptly died several times before I basically cheated my way through the encounter, stealth boyed, grenades, and just stayed away because that 44 pistol he's got is dangerous, and he has this nasty habit of using stealth boys himself. From that screenshot, you can see or in the third-person view, you can see that I am now using a almost full set of heavy combat armor I acquired off off of a gunner commander. That was one hell of a fight, and I am very upset that my capture card did not manage to get enough of that film that I was comfortable uploading it. But it has made me pretty strong. I have, over 100 in damage reduction and energy resistance, damage resistance, and energy resistance. So, the combat armor is very strong in this game. It's a great alternative if you're like me and you don't like using power armor a whole lot. But, all things being equal, it's, and this being a very hard playthrough, I can still take pretty heavy damage if I'm not paying attention, especially from, if I get gang rushed, which happens sometimes, I'm going to take damage, but not often.
A decoy, huh? Clever.
I've also got gun nut rank 4 as well as science rank 4, which gives me the ability to have a nice variety of weapons at my choosing. I still don't like, this is not an energy weapon playthrough, so I'm not, you're not going to see those on this guy. I am quick saving a lot. I've tried to cut those instances down in the video, as well as keep the start screen off of the screen, or the menu off the screen. But there is, I have issues for some reason lately with the game crashing. I've had more crashes in the last couple days than I did throughout the entire early part and it crashed twice on this bridge, and I had to restart from the whole thing. So I'm just trying to give myself a little bit of a start point, but um, I do have almost all of my weapons are legendary variant now. I am going to pick up a frenzying sniper rifle later on in this video that sounds really good, but I prefer to have it on a weapon that I am not going to that's not a one-hit kill kind of weapon. And with my rifleman perks being what they are, as well as my sneak perks and stealth perks, nothing really survives that first headshot unless they're extremely high-leveled enemies.
Attention assailant. Lower your weapons immediately.
But I do, something I would like to say as we get really into the meat of this video, we're only about 6 minutes in here, is I would like to thank everybody that's watching and or has watched these videos. You know, I'm up to 10 subscribers, which is pretty cool. I like the fact that there are people that are subscribed that I don't personally know. So
Just tell me what
that's
Kellogg
I know that sounds lame, but this is really fun, and it's like, as I've said before, it's very relaxing. Poor Sultron couldn't feel its legs. You know, I'd feel bad for it if those things weren't such a giant pain in the ass with their Eye of Sauron attack and whatever. We got a wounded dog up here. No, that's misery. This is one of the few times you'll see me with a companion, but that's because it's mission mandated that I have dog meat with me. I'm really planning for the next playthrough that I am currently theory crafting to use dog meat in place of other companions. It's going to be very much a lone wanderer playthrough with a character specifically built to survive in the wastelands a bit differently than this guy does. But that's still on the back burner, as I'm actually going to wait for PS4 mods to come out for that. Even though that Sony and Bethesda are having a lot of difficulties with that, which is frustrating. But it's something, you know, it's something I kind of expected. The PS4s are not as easily used as the Xbox Ones are, and I know they don't share the same framework. So I don't think the PS4 mod library is going to be as extensive as what I'm seeing from our Xbox One brethren, which is frustrating. But if I really wanted to mod this, I would buy it on PC, like I have Fallout New Vegas and Fallout 3, which I've modded very heavily, as well as Skyrim. I've modded heavily over the years, but you know, things being what they are, it is what it is. So I'm not going to worry about it over much. But as you can see, we are approaching Fort Hagen, which is a burned out military installation that I have cleared in the past. I knew going into this battle, having done it a couple times, it is going to be filled with synths, and synths are irritating as shit because my normal stealthiness doesn't seem to apply. They can more or less find you wherever you're at. Something that has helped me a lot is I finally got the ability to put a silencer on my rad rifle, which means that every weapon I've got currently is silenced or is a melee weapon.
Is this the
So
place? Is he in here?
that's been really helpful, and it's been something I've really enjoyed. I never expected for this playthrough to actually go so long. I didn't think I would get to this point, but this is video number 11.
Going home now.
I'm gonna send the old dog meat back to Red Rocket, and hopefully tomorrow I'm going to do a video tour of that area, because I think what I've managed to do in that complex is pretty cool, and especially with my charisma score being so freaking abysmal at a glorious I would like to say that I'm doing a better job with these videos as far as editing and the audio quality goes. I've actually got myself a microphone, and if I could figure out how to uh, record these videos in a better fashion, I would do so. But alas, financial concerns are financial concerns. Being what they are, I can't afford to get a capture box that will allow me to do microphone as well as record at the same time. So we're going to go on into Fort Hagen. And we're in. Okay, and we've immediately got synth presence here. This should be an easy one-shot takedown. Alright, got one. How many more do we got? Two. Let's see, I know there's a third over there. I can see him on my little mini-map. Or not mini-map, my HUD. Oh, it's a turret. Okay, now everyone knows exactly where I am. Let's see. Where are they? Where are we going? Where are we going? Where are we going? I do know that I have to start working toward the basement regions.
Hostile sensor reading detected.
Yeah. I'm hesitant to poke down there. I know there's a lot of enemies in these rooms down here. So I trying to play more careful. I'm trying to actually play toward my own and take less damage, which for the most part I think I've gotten a lot better at. That was one of the early criticisms I got from someone on Reddit, was that I'm not a good enough player. So I've really tried to work on that and play at a higher level, which is not something I've ever worried about with Fallout, because the game's so forgiving, even on these harder difficulties. You know, you basically can turn into straight up God mode within 20 levels, and especially at level 40 now, even though I'm running into a metric shit ton of legendaries, I've gotten a lot of legendary weapons, and if I could ever finally get a better, this armor set and the heavy variants, I don't think I've ever seen a heavy variant of the combat armor drop, which is really unfortunate because this armor looks so good. Like if I could get a fortifying or something like that, that would be amazing, but since they don't want the drop, there's nothing I can do about it. I can't really be altogether too mad about it. Striders. Alright. But we've cleared out most of this area, and there's a laser turret. I hate those things. They can laser turrets eat through your armor so quickly, and it's, I don't want to say frustrating, but it kind of is, because you can be as prepared as you want to be. If you run around a corner without checking and there's one of those in the ceilings, they melt you because their rate of fire combined with the strength of their laser weapons. Even though I've got such relatively decent damage reduction, they can still put a really serious hurt on me if I'm not paying attention. And we've got a legendary down the hallway. Where's it at? I know we got a bunch. See if we can't flip a grenade down there and off the ceiling. Awesome. Not perhaps my greatest throw of all time.
Now I understand. You are
And we set off a little electric thing here. Wait till he's out in the open, and you should get these hits on him quickly. And this particular rad rifle ignores 30% of all a Defiant pipe revolver pistol. That was going to be a lot more useful in my survival characters. But, hey, it is what it is, and I've got a lot of new gear. So I've got chests just sitting in my Red Rocket, just loaded with legendaries, because I don't sell them because I pick up enough caps that I'm never too worried about it. And I missed this trap here, and I'm really lucky that didn't kill me. Because the Tesla traps are no joke. They will shock the ever-living shit out of you until you can't move. So we're just going to dodge it, take a little bit of damage, loot this. If y'all would prefer that I cut out these lock-picking segments, I hope somebody will comment on that and tell me, because this is something that is still new to me, and I've never done a Let's Play before, so I'm open to any suggestions that anyone has. And I really, really hope that the PS4 modders do manage to get the smoking mod on here, because I think that would do wonders for some of the immersion that this game can offer. But we're almost to fighting Kellog, and here we go down this long hallway. Ooh, a synth stormer. Well, doesn't matter because I shredded that really quickly. Nothing great. And then we got dipshit here, just runs down the hallway, manages to get a hit on me, and then I'll take his fusion cells and move on.
It's not too late. Stop.
But I know. Oh dear. Huh. Well, whatever. Drop this laser turret. That time I managed to get it before it could hammer me too badly. And I can't make it through there because even though I put some points into my lockpicking skill, I got that to advanced because I was tired of getting turned away. And there was also one of the missions for the Brotherhood of Steel involved clearing an area, and I could not clear the area because I couldn't get to the main boss without using a better what's it called, a better lockpicking skill, so I had to go level up just to complete that mission. But it's all good because I got a never-ending rad rifle from it, and even though I don't use that, I'm probably going to give that to some of my settlers so they can defend themselves just a little bit better. Not that that's been a problem. They've all the attacks that I've had on my single settlement have been repulsed easily. But, you know, we're moving on pretty well. We're moving at a good clip here. I was a little nervous about this encounter going in because, you know, Kellog being Kellog, he's fairly strong and can do a lot of damage to you. As I've already covered, he's got stealth boys and that sick pistol. If this was a pistol build, I would definitely be using it to death. But we're through, and he's right through this room. So I'm going to shut up here and let this conversation happen.
In the Commonwealth. Funny. I thought I had that honor. You came a long way.
You murdered my wife.
Your wife. This world, this life. But I can't give him to you. Because he ain't here.
Fuck you, Kellog.
Let him go. He's home. In the Institute.
The Institute? Well, I'll find him. No matter where he is. Nothing will stop me.
God, you're persistent. I give you credit. It's the way a father should act. The way I'd be acting if I was in your place, I like to think. Even if it is useless. But I think we've been talking long enough. We both know how this has to end. So, you ready?
Oh, I'm ready. Question is, are you?
Okay, let's kill this son of a bitch. Try to get some easy, try to knock him out quickly. But I'll take his patrollers out. They're pretty strong, but this combat shotgun has pretty short work of them. And then we're going to take cover because I don't want this to turn into a run and gun fest. There he is shooting. Can't really see him, but I can do damage, and I've got a lot of freaking... you can see, he's doing a ton of damage with his pistol. And he's still got a synth out here with him. But we'll flick a grenade out, see if he can do a little damage, nothing, but I'm going to get the synth right here. And there's Kellog. I'm getting hit markers, but still can't see him. That stealth boy has not worn off yet. And I think he's got, the game's giving him a fairly inexhaustible supply of these. God, and he's stealth pack, and stim packing every time I switch over to combat shoddy. So, I'm just trying to find that glimmer in the ceiling. Got him. Fucking bitch. Okay, so as you can see, we got Kelly's pistol, which refills your action points after critical hit. If I was a crit build character, that would be something awesome, and I would use that to death. I've done that before. It does a lot of damage, and you can pretty much stay in VATS indefinitely with that pistol. But we'll loot up everything, and again, guys, I'd like to say thank you very much for watching all these videos. We'll check this console real quick, and because I know that there are a lot of other videos that are on YouTube, especially for Fallout 4. But any views that people want to give me, I really appreciate. And any comments, as I've said, any comments or any concerns or ways that I can make these videos more fun, more engaging, I would really like to hear. I do, like I've said, I really enjoy these. So, pretty much without further ado, in this you can see a nice look at my character. Without much more ado, I'd like to say good night, and thank you all very much for watching.